This is your Michael's Angels investor. This is your Michael's Angel investor. We're going to do our very first course in the Take the Lead coins. Right now, we're in the midst of a series of fashion weeks. A series of fashion weeks. 3 years ago, a king by the name of Nipsey Hussle. A king by the name of Nipsey Hussle was killed in LA. And before he died, he went on a radio show because he was talking about issues. He was providing solutions, investment solutions to issues that our community has not been able to figure out. This young king was talking about issues of health, and he didn't just talk about it, he went and invested in a documentary to shine a light on a court case that Dr. Sebi had beat. AIDS, cancer, was working with Left Eye, and helped him with her sickle cell anemia. He had defeated many chronic illnesses and diseases holistically, without medicine. Instead of talking about it, Nipsey Hussle went and invested. He went into his community, and instead of just being a puppeted, a little Yo MTV rap pack rap nigga, he showed his community how to invest, buy up a whole block, have like 5 different restaurants, 5 different businesses. And the most important business that he had was the very first ever smart store where you could bypass all middle. And once you buy an item from that store, he can market directly to you through an app on a phone. And when new promotions come out, he'll send you information directly to your phone. And by him having multiple product lines, he was able to integrate his album sales, his new music video content, new documentaries, also integrated into the app. So if you bought clothes from him, you could also buy your albums from him. He could do a whole release of a brand new album and release it only to those who supported his store a week before everybody else gets it, and create special incentives and extras for those who shop at his store. And the only reason that his life was taken had nothing to do with gangs, had nothing to do with the streets. He left the streets years ago when he was 10th grade. The reason he was taken from our community is the same reason why Malcolm X was taken from our community. Because Malcolm X's eyes had been opened, and he was opening the eyes of the people not to be fooled by this system. Same way Dr. Martin Luther King was taken from our people. Over and over and over. It's called waste. So every year at the end of the year, 21 days, starting December 1st to December 21st, We strike it back. Nipsey Hussle had a campaign called Proud to Pay. Every year when we do this fashion statement, it's a proud to pay back. Eye for an eye. You taking back double from what you took from us. You take a king, we're gonna invest in. Oh, uh, oh, there we go. Phones. Now, our generation is Generation X. You're not dealing with them geriatric, one foot in the grave, baby boomer generation. And you're not skipping to our kids that y'all think y'all control with social media. Generation X is X marks the spot of the generation that strikes back. X marks the spot of the generation that takes back our crowns and our thrones. X marks the spot of the generation that isn't a follower. We take the kingdom back. So I made a video showing you how far financially you are behind the curve. So Nipsey Hussle was dead. It been dead for 3 years. In this video you're about to see, this is prior to his death, where he was telling, he made a financial investment documentary just for our people to let our people know there is an investment opportunity going on right now that is going to change the financial landscape of the world. And he said hip hop should not be last at the table. As a matter of fact, we should be first. So if he's dead for 3 years and he made this whole documentary before he died, and 97% of our community still are poverty stricken, bondage, slavery relationships in a system that is built to extract wealth from the poorest among us and give that wealth to the richest among those that hate us. So I'm going to play this clip and I'm going to let Nipsey tell you years ago, and everything he has said has already come true. And so this 21 days is your last opportunity. We're going to take 16 million. What he's saying is so powerful. We're going to take 16 million brand new people who've never invested. You don't got to go to school. You don't have to have a degree. All you have to do is be cut from the same exact cloth that Nipsey Hussle and Lauren London. It's called the 1600. The Soul Hustle 1600. We looking to take 4,000 of our people and show 4,000 of our people how to recruit 1,600 individuals. And when you do the math, 4,000, 1,600 times 4,000 gets you to 16 million. In 2022, we're going to take 4,000 people and train them on the financial principles that he's about to invite you. He invited the whole world to join him years ago. And in the United States of America alone, they've created almost 4 million brand new millionaires in the same amount of time from when they cut this video to right now today. They created 4 million brand new millionaires in the United States alone with the very stuff that he's inviting you to join. So we created a fashion statement week where we can show you what's the difference between a hip hop NFT. This is the very first hip hop NFT fashion weeks. A, a NFT is a work of art, a digital work of art. So by you consuming all of this art, this fashion digitally, we're the only people who are creating hip hop NFTs. They're priceless. We're going to show 16 million individuals how to come into a space that only we control. Nipsey Hussle carved it out. We've been operating in this space. When I say we, the store that we created to bypass all of the middlemen is called Dr. Life Mart. Dr. Life Mart is the retail arm of the alien bedrock chain nation, hip hop group in the 90s, who we put our group together in the 90s to tell our people in the 90s what Nipsey Hussle is telling 2015, 2016, 2017. In the 90s, we put together alien bedrock chain nation to show our people what financial statements are and the fashion state of the renowned supernaturals that's higher than humans, that's higher than Europeans, African Americans, and Africans, that's higher, a renowned supernatural financial statement and fashion statement. So I'm gonna let MC Hustle introduce you to you. And I'm gonna pause him to make points here. So he's going to introduce to you a currency that we call Holy Spirit hollow coins. Hollow coin. So he's telling you about an opportunity in a brand new financial network called blockchain technology. It's the internet 2.0. So the blockchain is the internet, and then cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum is the money. They don't spend US dollars. They don't spend euros. In the new internet, you have to convert your dollars into the currency of the new internet and there's many different currencies. So he's telling you about a company that no longer exists anymore called Follow Coin. But during the same time where he was doing his research, we created the Holy Spirit Hollow Coin because we were doing the same research that he was doing. We was putting our people in the same position that he's putting his people in. The only difference is the company that he was following no longer existing. They failed, like so many other businesses do. But our company, because we don't follow, we take the lead. We created the Holy Spirit Hollow Coin. We created the same platform that he's describing, but instead of going to some Europeans, we control every aspect of Holy Spirit Hollow Coins. We control the mining, we control the programming, we we own the app, we own the banks. Holy Spirit Hollow Coins. So I same thing. So I said the same thing to you. So if you're asking yourself, why should I invest in hollow coins? Well, the answer is simple. If you are the type of person who's looking for opportunities, if you're the type of person who sees the financial chaos, the handwriting on the wall for the system right now, and you're looking for an opportunity to be able to set your family and friends and loved ones up and set them free so that no matter what negative thing happens in the economy, your family and loved ones will not be affected financially in any way, shape, or form. And the only way to do that is to have total control. Nipsey calls it vertical integration. We call it divine shadow, Victoria's secret place, ascension. Divine shadow, Victoria's secret place, ascension. That's when you own from the root to the crown in every phase in between. It's four phases. So for all of y'all talking about you don't have time, you don't have time. This man, he just took away every excuse. The cops in LA never wanted him to get out of the streets, get out of the gang. They never wanted him to get off the corner. They raided his studio twice, took all of his equipment. He he gave up the blocks, put himself on a $20 a day budget. That's just to eat and all of that. Sold a car, sold everything so that he could go and buy studio equipment and make an investment in himself that didn't involve crime. You don't have to leave your community. As a matter of fact, that's called gentrification. First of all, they have a thing called redlining with white flight, where they ran from our communities. They've left us in the slums, and then when we figure out how to overcome the obstacles and hurdles, then they send your favorite agency that you like to support, the police, who protect and serve the interests of those robbing the poor and giving to the rich. If this young man is leaving the streets, you should have no contact. You should have no contact. The only reason why you should be interacting with police is if you're a criminal. If you are investing in yourself, you should have no listen. This is harassment, this is terrorism, and then they hit us with a special operations. They have special secret operations against us. They have special codes where they can bypass all laws and just lump you in with. So if you have ever been affiliated with a gang, they'll hit you with the RICO statute. So it's funny that they don't hit individuals with the RICO statute when they really selling the drugs. All while he was in the streets selling the drugs, no problem for the police. The moment he goes and invests in a studio, now you come and run down. What? Now all of a sudden you want to link him into a criminal conspiracy. Are you interested in opportunities? If you are, this is something that you can't miss. This is something that you can't miss. I'm finishing an album right now. I'm one of them type of people who has to take advantage of an opportunity of a lifetime in a lifetime of an opportunity. You have to take advantage of an opportunity of a lifetime in the life of the opportunity. Because the opportunity is not going to be there forever. This window to transform your family's life is right now in this 90-day period. 6 months down the line, 9 months down the line, another financial crisis may hit greater than the Great Depression. And if you don't already have the money, and if you don't already have the plan in place, and if you're not already securing the properties, and it's too late once the crash hits. So you talk about I don't have time, I don't have okay. You don't have time not to make time. You don't have time to do anything else but get your family out of harm's way. It's an invitation. It's an invitation, not a solicitation. It's an invitation. This is just an open invitation. Take it or leave it. That's it. There's a lot of wealthy other individuals involved. Listen, we are targeting the lowest of the low. Why? Because everybody else climbs ladders to success and desire to keep people in our community the same way they are. The NFL and the NBA have been preying on the talents and the resources for 70 years. You have you have hundreds of billions, trillions of dollars that have gone through the hands of people from the poorest communities. And your communities are worse. That's because they had a system in place where to go into that pipeline, they know they can only do the fake charities that the NBA and NFL and ESPN and these corporate vultures approve of, because it's their charities that have a form of doing good but have no value and do no benefit. And it's no way that they extract $2 billion a year. Every NFL team makes $2 billion profit. And it's no way that they're in Detroit and Chicago and all of these urban environments extracting $2 billion in profit, and the communities are worse. So here's an opportunity for us to extract wealth out of a brand new system that they're creating and then inject that wealth back into our community. And every stream, every entity that they're extracting wealth from, this Holy Spirit hollow coin is designed to create, through investing, a competitor to end the monopoly that they have and the stranglehold on financial inequality. Everything that Amazon does in our community, they about to tell you, oh, there's problems in the supply chain. Okay, fine. Cut Amazon's throat. Everything that you get on Amazon, we can put together a company that we don't have to get it from China. The reason you have supply chain issues is because you're, they have moved the wealth out of your way. So if you create Dr. Lifemart is to replace Amazon and get everything that's on Amazon and Alibaba and all of these eBay sites right here from individuals in our urban communities exclusively. We're not trying to do business with individuals who simply going to take money and go and reinvest it overseas and offshore. And listen, we only doing business with those who reinvesting in us, in our community. That's it. We cutting financially, cutting the throat of every company that is a parasite. That means want a foreign foreign entity, but you want to have your business here, but you want to have your manufacturing overseas. So they want to only sell their products to us. If your whole operation doesn't begin, start, end, reinvest over and over and over in our urban environments exclusively, then you can't sell your products. That's what hollow coins is, the goal The ultimate goal is to cut the throat of every entity that simply wants to take, meaning you only want to sell products, but no investment. And once all of our communities come online, we're going to stop hearing Europeans talk about superiority. You're going to stop having racism and bigotry. When when you respond properly to individuals challenging and being unnatural barbarians, when you treat them like the barbarians that they are, want a challenge for a throne, now you got to start because we create every fashion, music, we create everything. Prove it. So this is day one, and every day we're going to show you the difference between our USA dominion over every nation, kindred, tongue, people in every market, anything you want to compete at, finances, schools, medicine, prophecy, banking, marriage, raising children, war, what, whatever you want to challenge and compete in, we're here to compete. For 21 days, we're going to show you we the king and kings and queens of the mountain. That goes for fake royals in Britain. Ain't no royals in Britain. That goes for the fake diplomatic immunity ambassadors at the United. Ain't no we don't acknowledge none of that. We're gonna show you. We're gonna shut down the flow of their fake monopoly. We're gonna shut down global oasis that everybody in the world wants to come to the United States and extract. Nah, not no more. So just chapter